on this bumpy 50-point inspection from Saco River Brewing out of Freiburg, Maine. I have Ha Ha, which is a double IPA, comes in at 8% ABV. As you can see, it's Nelson there from The Simpsons, pretty much. They do state that it's just used for parody right there on the can. So this beer is only a couple weeks old at the time of this inspection here. So let's go ahead and get our laughs into a glass. All right. So I have not looked up this beer at all, so I don't know what hops they actually use in it. When I'm editing this video, I will put a description in of whatever I find. Usually use the Untappd afterwards just to see what other folks are scoring it at. I don't know as of right now. And I'm just going to guess at this moment that they're using Nelson Sauvin hops. Because why else would you have Nelson on the can and call it haha, right? So that's what I'm going with, but it'll be fun and interesting to find out later on. I could be way off. But anyways, the head on this, it is a rocky, kind of medium bubbled head, white in color. The beer itself is a nice hazy orange. And let's get some aromas here. Tangerine, bit of a pear, some malt presence coming through, a little bit of a wheat oat smell, bready, some passion fruit in there as well, maybe a touch of peach. Could throw in the lychee smell. It does kind of have this small amount of a floral note, like a sweet, fruity floral thing. So a little bit of like a rose petal, rose water type aroma as well. Pretty good aromas coming off of this one. Let's go in for the first swig, so cheers. It's a bit of a zesty herbal spiciness. Some of the malt's definitely shining through with the hoppiness. They're right neck and neck together. So I am picking up on a lot of those oat type flavors, wheat, a little bit of a white bread, kind of a lychee flavor in there. Small amount of that peach note. Passion fruit. It's not as pinpoint as the nose was as far as the aromas, but and the flavor, I mean, but still able to pick out something that resembles it. This one does have a fairly moderately high bitterness to it. It's not harsh at all, really, though. It's just bitter. Doesn't really go super earthy or anything like that. It remains to be kind of that lychee, tangerine-esque, maybe a tangerine rind type deal for the bitterness. Body on this one, semi-smooth mouthfeel, medium body, medium carbonation. Slight amount of drying on the palate, not too bad. It's not a super dry beer. That bitterness does just take right over though and linger on. Alright, well let's go ahead and get some numbers here for you for the full inspection. So looking at The appearance, I'm going to go ahead and give this one the 6 out of 6 for the appearance. The aromas were pretty spectacular, I'd say. Everything I was picking out of it was, you know, it was there. It was like, okay, that's that smell. That's that smell. It was nice. There was enough of the aromas as well coming through. I'm gonna give it the 10 out of 10. And the flavors, as I mentioned, flavors. It still had some of the notes I was picking out from the aromas, but a little more difficult. The bitterness on this one may be a bit too high for my liking of this type of a brew. I'm a New England IPA spoiled brat, right? So I'm gonna give the flavors a 16 out of 19. Body on it, a slight smoothness. Carbonation isn't overwhelming. It's there. It's sparkly. 5 out of 5 for the body, and my overall on it, it's a decent brew. I would like maybe less of a bittering effect, or if there was more, you know, if the bitterness was there, maybe just more of the fruit flavors and stuff that I was getting to follow through, instead of just leaving me with all the bitterness that just lingers on. So the aftertaste it's a little bit off for me, a little bit off balance, but I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 for my overall, which is going to leave the Saco River Brewing Company's at a 45 out of 50 for my BuMpY score. So cheers, and thank you all for watching. I gotta go let the dogs in.